Yo, what's going on, guys? Toastish here. So today, I'm going to be doing the top 5 most overrated weapons in Black Ops 3 Zombies. Now, this is actually going to be the first ever video for my second channel. And if for some reason you came here just randomly and you don't know what my main channel is just Toastish without the 2. And basically, I do commentary videos on there. And yeah, it's pretty great, so go check that out if you're coming here from like some random shit. But anyway, let's get right into this list. So before I start this list, I just want to say that I'm not saying that any of these weapons are like bad. They're just like overrated or overhyped or whatever, just in the sense that like they're not as good as maybe people say they are, maybe they used to be or something like that. But yeah, let's just get right into this list. So coming in at the number 5 spot, we have the ray gun. Now the only reason this is number 5 and not like number 1 is because a lot of people know that this gun actually sucks now. Most people actually know that this gun sucks. Yeah, but there are the few people who get it from the box and they're like, oh shit, it's the ray gun, dude, and they just pick it up and expect to just go like fly through the rounds. And for some reason it's really not that great anymore. Like back in like Black Ops 1, it was pretty fucking great, and in Black Ops 2 they introduced the Mark II, so that was pretty fucking cool because there's no splash damage on the Mark II, but on the regular one there's actually splash damage, which makes this gun not the best because you can get cornered really easily, and then when you're trying to fight your way out, the gun's splash damage will just kill you, and it will combine with the zombies actually hitting you, and you'll just down faster. And I mean, this gun would actually probably be pretty good if 1, it didn't make so many crawlers, so they probably have to buff it a little bit, and 2, if Treyarch would fucking give us PhD Flopper, because we haven't seen it, besides Origins, we haven't seen it since Moon, and Origins was just in like the Wonder Fizz, so it wasn't really on the map. So I mean, if Treyarch would actually put Flopper into the maps, maybe DLC 3, DLC 4, then the ray gun will actually probably become useful, if the Mark III isn't out by then. But anyway, yeah, let's move on to the number 4 spot. We have the Weevil. Now there's a lot of people who actually fucking love the Weevil, but I mean, there's really no point in getting the Weevil when you could just get the Kuda instead. It's about the same thing as the Kuda, they do about the same amount of damage, they have about the same amount of ammo. The only difference is the Kuda's on the wall and the Weevil is in the box. So you're gonna have to keep hitting the box and wasting points in hopes that you get the Weevil when you can just go buy the Kuda off the wall. It's like 1250 points, easy gun to get. It's actually about the same as the Weevil and it's pretty good. And the reason people like these guns, even though they're kind of like low damage, it really doesn't matter about the damage because they have good amount of ammo and they're also SMGs, so they're gonna give you a lot of points. And really, like on the high rounds, it's not gonna matter what gun you have, it's just like whatever double pack punch you have, like the blast furnace or the dead wire or whatever you have, that's the thing that's gonna actually be killing the zombies. It's not going to be the gun itself. So yeah, I would say just get the Kuda instead. Don't get the Weevil. Yeah, anyway, let's move on to number 3. We have the Void Bow or the Skull Crusher Bow or the Demon Gate Bow or whatever you want to call it from Eisendrache. Now, normally if you're like, what's your favorite bow? People are going to say the Storm Bow, and they're just going to get the Storm Bow because it's pretty easy to get and it's also really good. Now, the Void Bow, when Eisendrache first came out, a lot of people were like saying that this was one of the best bows and you should get this bow and it's really good to get, but like in reality the Storm Bow is much better and it's so much easier to get. And yeah, the Void Bow actually has this really long fucking upgrade quest and it takes forever to get, and sometimes you don't even have it until past round 12, which can get you down because the Panzer will come on round 12 and you're probably not going to have anything to fucking fight it with. But yeah, anyway, number 3, that's the Void Bow. Coming at the number 2 spot, we have the Wonder Waff from the Giant. Now this gun actually used to be really fucking good back in Dries and even better in the Black Ops 1 version of Dries, and the reason that it's not that great anymore is because there's kind of like this weird thing that goes on where I'm not sure if they patched it by now, they probably did, but when the game was first released, and it might actually still happen, like I said, I don't know, but when you shoot the zombies with it, they still run at you even though they're being electrocuted. And they can actually hit you even if they're being electrocuted, so you can be doing the catwalk strategy, shoot the zombies, and then they can still hit you and down you easily. Also, this thing takes forever to reload. Even with speed cola, it actually takes a little bit to reload. And since it's a wonder weapon, obviously there's no double pack of punching. And also the iron sights on this gun are really not that great, and it's actually kind of annoying trying to kill the zombies when you're aiming down the iron sights. So I just usually like hip fire it with a circle crosshair thing they have. That's another thing about it. It has like a circular crosshair for some reason. I'm not sure. It's kind of weird. Personally, I think dead wire on the double pack punch is just as effective. They actually buffed dead wire a little bit ago. People still think that dead wire is really bad and just don't use it, but they actually did buff it a little bit ago and it's actually pretty good now. And it's one of the best double pack punches now. So I would say just get a gun with dead wire instead of trying to spend all your points getting the Wonder Waff. It's really not worth it. Yeah, anyway, let's move on to the number 1 spot. We have the KT4 from Zetsubou no Shima. I mean, this gun isn't bad, but the reason it's like overrated or overhyped is because it's pretty much just like a reskin of this liquefier mixed with like the acid gap from Mob of the Dead. And honestly, I think the gun kind of just looks lame. It's really not original, kind of like my content, but yeah, it's really not original, and it just kind of looks like a normal gun that you would see. Nothing really special, kind of like the bows from Eisendrache were really cool. They were like actual bows, staffs from Origins, they were like staffs, obviously. And then the KT4 is just this like gun, and it pretty much just looks like this liquefier, and pretty much does the same thing as this liquefier, but like kind of like with the acid gas effect. And also before Zetsubou was released and we heard KT4, a lot of people thought that that meant katana, and there was going to be a katana, but instead we just got the shitty gun. And when you're trapped in corners, this thing will not help you at all. And pretty much the only thing it's good for is killing thrashers, and also shooting the spores to get like super speed, but you don't really need to become the Flash in zombies to survive. That's what stamina-up's for. And also you have to go on this like long ass fucking quest just to upgrade it. And sometimes the upgrade doesn't even work because that's about such a glitchy map. So I mean, yeah guys, that's pretty much this whole list. Again, this second channel is going to be gaming videos, and my main channel is just Toastish without the 2 at the end, obviously, if you're coming here from like some random source. Yeah guys, I'm not sure what I want to do with this channel. It's mostly going to be gaming videos, but I don't know if I'm going to make it kind of like a zombies channel or just like other games. I'm not sure. Suggest in the comments. Also leave suggestions for future top 5s. This has been Toastish. See you in the next video.